But now, by dying to what once bound us, we have been released from the law so that we may serve in the new way of the Spirit and not in the old way of the written code. Romans 7 verse 6, demystifying Holy Spirit. Two things to note: serve, new way of the Spirit. We keep on pursuing the activities of the Holy Spirit because we have put it on ourselves to pursue a revolution by the Holy Spirit. And from this verse, when the Holy Spirit is upon you, you serve. You serve. The Holy Spirit introduces into you service, not mastery. Remember, in the written code, the Torah, they served as an obligation, and it was a bloodline service because it ran through the house of Levi, through Aaron, and they were serving according to the law. So that is serving God not by a calling, but as a duty or as a career. It kind, you were serving God because you have to. It is a family line. That's why you notice people like Jeremiah, they struggled very much in their calling because they were supposed to pursue the calling of priesthood. Also somebody like Ezekiel, they were from priesthood background. Somebody like John the Baptist, they were from priesthood background, but they got caught in the prophetic. So the two never agreed. They suffered a lot. They struggled a lot, those men of God. But when the Holy Spirit is in us, we serve. And the serving here means we are accepted to function and operate in God, through God, by God, for God. That God is a center. That's what we normally say, Christ-centric service. And this serving here comprises not of skills and competencies, but it comprises of service in terms of servanthood, humility, submissiveness, kindness and compassion, and love, mercy, and justice administration, which was not in the written code ministry. The written code was eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, ear for an ear, nose for a nose, finger for a finger. If you do me, I do you. So in the Holy Spirit, you serve with the precepts and the regulations of the fruit of the Holy Spirit. So you are serving. You are not mastering. You are not rodding. You are serving. You are stewarding. You're a steward. Something he is saying here is that in the new way. In the new way. So meaning there is old way and there is new way. The old way involved the things that we know about. The slaughtering, the sprinkling of blood, those rituals and those ceremonies, etc. But here there is something they are calling the new way. The new way here, that is of the Spirit, speaks of power, authority, virtues, gifts, and talents, fruits of the Spirit, wisdom, discernments, revelations, new way. In the other one, everything was physical. Everything was trainable. But here there is something you're calling new way. That's why you notice you can meet an unskilled person healing cancer, and a skilled doctor will write on the paper with the medical handwriting that your cancer is terminal. You can only last for 3 months. But here somebody who has never stepped in a classroom, doesn't know even how to write down their names. They come and they look at the cancer and they tell it, dry up. That is a new way, because it is beyond human comprehension and human applications. New way. That's why you can find a person who has even been given loans, has even been helped by governments, but they can't conquer poverty. And a man of God comes and looks at you and puts his hand on you and says, go and prosper, it shall be well with you. Just that. And you go out there and the things turn around, the atmosphere changes, the dynamics changes, your attitude changes, your mindset changes, and you notice things start to fall into place and things start to work out to your advantage, because it is a new way. It is a new way. You can meet a person, the teachers have tried everything possible for this child to understand what is being taught in the class, but they cannot. And a pastor comes here, hold the head of that child and put his hand on that child and tell that child, from today you will be the best in your class. They go, they do the end of term exam, and the child emerges as a winner. You have to understand, what is that magic? Then you, and the one who prayed for the child even has never stepped in a classroom. Even they do not know how to write their own names, because it is a new way. It is a new way. So the Holy Spirit, when it comes to you, you serve in a new way, in a way that it is not known, it is not understood. It doesn't fall under the category of what someone can explain. So how does the Holy Spirit come upon a person? According to this verse, is dying to what once bowed us, the law. The Holy Spirit comes here upon you if you die to the law, if you die to the written code, if you die to the carnality, if you die to the flesh, if you die to the world, if you die to the ancestral systems of life, if you die to the self, if you die. The Holy Spirit in that context only comes to a person who has died in that what bound you, that what controlled you, the written code, the Torah, the law, the canality.